Hey, I'm Butterfly.
Hey, I'm Firefly.
Have you ever wondered if we aren't being told the truth about everything?
What have we been lied to about? Join us as we have conversations and ask questions about everything. We invite you to keep an open mind and consider the unfathomable.
Let's break the chains that enslave our minds. Come on, let's go down the rabbit hole.
What's up, Butterfly?
Hey, Firefly, what's up?
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good to see you again.
Good to see you.
So, we are here to do another episode, and
Are we going down another rabbit hole?
It's another rabbit hole. It's a cool rabbit hole too, because I noticed that it seems like we see a lot of UFOs. Like, you never used to see them before, but now it's like everybody saw a UFO, and it's kind of like a normal thing. It's like, oh, I saw a stray dog, and by the way, there was an alien down the street too.
Yeah. It's like whatever, no big.
Yeah.
No biggie. UFOs, aliens are all over the place now. I mean, or that's how it would seem because, people are posting like their sightings on Instagram and stuff like that, like their UFO sightings.
Yeah.
And I was listening to a podcast the other day about USOs, which is like unidentified submerged objects.
I thought those were the dances back in World War II. USOs.
So I guess, that's a whole thing too. I guess there's all these unidentified like things under the ocean, doing some weird stuff. But I think what's weird or interesting is that remember, I don't know, it didn't seem like that many years ago that if you talked about UFOs, like you were into UFOs and stuff, you were kind of weird.
Yeah.
You were it was like,
oh God.
Oh, that weirdo,
Yeah.
But now it's like cool. It's like
cool.
Everybody's talking about it. Like you said, everybody's like seeing a UFO here or there or an alien.
I mean, I like
now and then.
all these, I like to watch all these paranormal shows, and I like to watch videos that are obviously conspiracy oriented.
Oh my gosh.
And now, I know they're not. And every single episode now has someone recording some weird phenomena either in the sky or in the water.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, what's going on there?
Yeah.
The way that I'm kind of looking at it is...
Well, let me just propose a theory to you. Okay. So do you think all of these UFO sightings are actually happening? Or do you think they're happening for one? Or do you think that because this whole kind of thing has gone sort of mainstream now, like they're even talking about it on the regular news.
Yeah.
Do you think that it's mainstream now because it's just so ubiquitous, like it's just everywhere that they can't hide it? Or do you think that maybe they're making it out to be like it's happening everywhere, but it's really just like a psyop, like they're making the whole thing up?
I think option B.
Option B. Okay.
If I was like betting, I would put all my chips on option B.
So you think the whole thing is fake?
Yes.
There's no aliens. There's no UFO.
I'm starting to kind of see like the way the cult works is they create like a movie in order to get the outcome that they want. Kind of like that one country that was started in 1948.
Yeah.
They kind of have this enemy called Hezbollah that's always there. Like, we can never get rid of them. Yeah. And I'm thinking, well, what if they just fund Hezbollah and that they always have this excuse that they're under attack? So they have to go and kill a bunch of people like they did the other day.
Right.
So maybe, just maybe, and now I'm a bad person.
Well, we know that.
But just maybe, all of those unidentified submergibles and unidentified flying objects are actually made by DARPA, like our own government.
Oh.
And why? Because what if they're conditioning people that, get yourself ready.
We're going to be under alien attack.
Aliens are about to attack. And when they do, it's nothing to see, but we're going to have one world government and you're going to be told to stay in your homes until we let you out. And we're going to have the evil baddies that we're going to fight. And all of that's going to be like a hologram.
Yeah.
And
Project Bluebeam. We talked about that.
Yeah. And so it's all going to be fake, but you're going to believe it because someone on TV or someone on the internet is going to be telling you.
And it's going to look really real.
It's going to look really real.
Like it'll look three-dimensional with the holograms and everything.
And so your neighbor is going to be adamant that you're tripping. It's real. Yeah. I saw the video.
Right.
Or maybe she even saw it with her own eyes, but it was something that DARPA made that they launched. And then she's like, I've never seen one of those before. That must be extraterrestrial life. That's kind of a leap.
So this would kind of be a good way to unite the world. Everybody would be coming together against these aliens.
The baddies.
It's like, kind of like when we went to the moon and everybody was all on board for that.
All of them were Freemasons. That's kind of weird too, but I digress.
It's weird. We'll have to maybe discuss that a little further. But yeah, it's like, I could see that being the case where if they convince people that the aliens are real and they're coming, everybody, the whole world would be on board to, fight against this.
I want to do my part.
Yeah.
I'm going to kick some alien ass just like Will Smith.
Yeah. So this could be a good way to, a good excuse for one world government.
One world government.
One world
and
religion.
Then also kind of totalitarian, like, while we're fighting the aliens, you have ration food, and obviously you're not traveling, and you're staying in your home.
Ooh, it's like Cooties 2.0.
It's Cooties 2.0. Cooties was maybe, we kind of talked about this too, like Cooties might have been a psychological experiment and kind of a test run.
To practice for the next lockdown.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And now they've kind of got profiles on bad people like me who didn't go along with the Cooties thing.
Yeah.
So that when Operation Bluebeam comes out, they can immediately just come and swap me.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, they're probably like working on plans right now on what to do with people like us.
Yeah, there's a profile out there, and there's like, we have to do something about
those people.
They have not really played ball.
Mm-hmm.
We like the people who believe what they're told and then just go stay in their homes and then actually think that there's a war with ET going on outside their
down the street.
Right down the street. And if they go outside, they're going to get killed. ET's going to kill them. Yeah. And so they need to stay in there. And
especially if they're not wearing their masks.
Yeah.
Because ET probably has like some kind of weird cooties too.
We need to protect ourselves. And of course, masks do a lot to protect you. But yeah, they'll be wearing masks. And you might even have to get some kind of a stabby.
Ooh.
Like an anti-ET stabby.
You'll have to get a stabby, a pokey, because probably the ETs have some kind of weird cooties, but I'm sure they figured out a new pokey poke that will protect you.
Larry Ellison will come out.
Yeah.
And it'll be weird. It'll be like, Larry Ellison from Oracle? Why is he giving me safety advice when the ETs are attacking? Yeah. And he'll be like, well, see, we're going to have you come in and we're going to do a blood test. And then we're going to give you this AI-generated stabby. And you're going to need it, but it's going to be because otherwise you're going to get the alien cancer.
Well, he's the one that's talking about doing the test to decide if you are going to get cancer one day.
You have pre-cancer. It's kind of like pre-crime.
We're going to test you to see if you're going to get cancer in the future, and then we're going to develop in 48 hours. We will have a special pokey poke just for you that's going to get rid of that cancer that you are going to get one day. So you know what? He'll probably work out one that will he'll give you a test to decide if you're going to get some alien cooties before you get it.
Yeah.
And he'll make a special pokey poke just
and of
for
course,
that.
Within 48 hours, our AI is going to be able to take alien DNA and create a perfect stabby for you so that you're impervious to them if you stay in your home and wear your mask.
Right. But the people like us who are kind of rebels, what's going to happen to us?
Well,
are we just going to be outside hanging out with
you know what might be going on there is all that stuff they've been spraying on us for the last 20 years. Yeah. They're just going to activate it and actually just lights us on fire.
They'll do us.
We'll get dude. We'll be dude out here in the middle of nowhere. Just all of a sudden walking down the street is like ignite. And you'll be like, oh,
okay, then
Firefly just lit on fire.
Well, get your blue hat out. We got to wear bright blue.
I'm just going to have like a hat made out of blue recycling bin.
Yeah.
Because that seemed to be impervious during the Palisades fire. It's weird how we're going to kind of have to pay attention to these things.
I know.
You could get dude.
You could get dude anywhere. It's just a thing.
Oh my God. See, and like if I tell other people, like, why are you wearing that blue hat? It's like, I don't want to get dude. They might actually think I'm a conspiracy theorist.
I know. Well, we do have that reputation.
Jokes on them. I didn't get dude. You got dude.
So you think that it's possible that these aliens and these UFOs are just total phony baloney?
Could it be?
Yeah.
Could it be conceivable that we're being lied to?
I mean, it kind of backs that whole one world government theory. Although I do have another theory that goes to the I don't know, maybe this kind of like backs up the one world thing too. But what if they were aliens, but they were not really from outer space, but they were from like Antarctica?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
That area that we're not allowed to talk about or go to?
Yeah. Like, why aren't we allowed to go there?
Why is there a place on Earth we can't go? That's weird.
It's weird. And why do all the countries agree on that?
Yeah. Like, why isn't there like an international airport in Antarctica and I just want to go like cross-country skiing over there?
You know what? I mean, if it's like so cold and snowy.
Sounds cool.
I mean, there might be a lot of good cross-country skiing. I love cross-country skiing.
Totally.
I mean, I could totally do that.
Or snowshoeing and just go look at polar bears and penguins. And that'd be cool.
They say they don't want us to disrupt the penguins. Or is it the polar bears?
Yeah, but in California, they can just build like Truman Show tract houses everywhere. But that's okay.
Yeah, but we shouldn't disrupt the penguins. Like,
there was weird stuff going on with the rocks in Antarctica too, where they were saying, by the way, these are from the moon. It's like, but wait a minute, that's from that place that we're not allowed to go to on Earth.
Yeah. So you were talking about that the other day, the astronaut that just coincidentally went to Antarctica like a month before his moon mission.
Yeah. It was nothing to see here. He was working on the quote unquote moon landing.
Mm-hmm.
And he's spending 10 years of his life working on this project. And just before it comes to fruition,
he takes a trip.
He takes a 6-month trip to Antarctica, just like
to hang out.
Just to hang out. He was like, I really need to go snowshoeing.
I like penguins.
I love you guys. And I'm so glad that we're so close to this 10-year journey
coming to fruition.
But even though this historic thing is going to take place, I'm going to be down in Antarctica completely shut off from the rest of the world because I want to get some rocks. I'm going to go snowshoeing. I'm going to grab some rocks and I'm going to see some penguins. I mean,
and then they said the rocks were from the moon.
That's right. So, all of this lends to the idea that we might be being lied to.
I know, because so that guy, if he was there for 6 months, what do you think he was doing there all that time? That's a long trip.
Well, he probably was doing stuff that was just, trying to combat global warming.
Right.
That had to be what he was doing.
Back in the 60s.
They already knew.
They already knew it was coming.
Because these guys are smart.
Yeah.
These people are smarter than us. They know better. That's what happens. Duh. I mean,
but
we're bad people because we question that.
Yeah. And I would think that if he was there for that long, he probably didn't just stay like on the outskirts. Because, I've brought up this topic to some people, like normies, about how you are not allowed to go to Antarctica. And they're like, oh, yes, you can. There's a cruise ship that takes you there. But actually, there is like a boat where you can supposedly go to Antarctica, but it kind of just cruises around the outskirts. Doesn't really take. And like, if our maps are even somewhat correct, Antarctica looks pretty huge.
Yeah.
Like really big.
Like I've been told it's the biggest continent, right?
Yeah.
Like by far.
So, I mean, if they're just going to the outskirts, there's potentially a lot more land to see.
Wyoming, Texas, and Arizona?
Maybe more than that.
Even more than that.
Yeah.
And that's big.
There could be a lot of stuff there.
And maybe the climate there is not just all ice and snow.
Maybe it's not. And you remember Admiral Byrd was this remember him?
He's the discoverer.
And he there's actually this old footage where they went to Antarctica and you can see the film that they had, and it was like lakes and trees and stuff, and it wasn't all just white snow.
Interesting.
So it kind of makes me think that there's more out there, and why are we not allowed to go see it? Because, I mean, with the way we have space travel now, and at least air travel, it should be a fairly easy trip to fly.
But, you always get told by people that no, it's just it's restricted airspace, and people have all this like normalized conditioned responses to Antarctica. They're just like, no, they're keeping it natural. It's a preserve.
It's all part of the indoctrination and the brainwashing that we're just not allowed to go there. But why? Well, we're just not.
I'm wondering, maybe just maybe there are some animals and some creatures that are from there that they've kind of kept secret, that now they're going to be able to say, look, this is an alien that's attacking you, stay in your home, and one world government.
You think maybe they'll import some of those creatures from Antarctica?
Who knows?
And
we've never seen them, so now we're going, oh my gosh, that's new.
That's a foreign creature. Yeah, maybe like some kind of weird ostrich-looking things or something.
And that automatically jump to a wild conclusion that there's life on some other planet that's billions of years old and millions of years away. Have you ever heard? This is the other thing that's weird about their theories. It's like, well, that planet is 10,000 light years away.
Yeah.
So let's just break that down. So you're telling me I'm going to travel the speed of light, which is pretty fast. Mm-hmm. Speed of light's pretty fast.
Yeah.
I'm going to travel that speed for several thousand years
before I reach it.
Before I reach that place. But now creatures that in their lifetime are here from there.
Well, I also think it's interesting how they can, measure that and know for sure that it would take like 7 light years to get to that place. I mean, it's just like how they talk about those old animals from 200 million years ago. And, I heard this
200 million years, a long time.
I heard this YouTube guy talking the other day about how he was eating an ostrich egg, and he was like, oh, these animals, lived 40 million years ago. So it's like I'm eating a dinosaur egg.
How do you drive that?
I don't know. I was like, wow.
What's crazy is like these people, and people who say stuff like that, they think that the Bible's like far-fetched. Mm-hmm. But then they're just like 40 billion years. It's like, where are you coming up with speed?
Well, and then it makes me wonder, like, okay, well, if the ostriches lived 40 million years ago and
that's still a long time.
And they're still around, maybe we lived 40 million years ago. I mean,
my great 10 to the 10th power great grandfather was there.
Yeah. Riding ostriches.
Ostriches. And I wonder if global warming was a thing back then.
Well, there was like the ice age, and then, so obviously there was some climate change happening back then too, 200 million years ago.
But, they've said that.
They've told us that.
Cow farts are really, really bad for the earth. But so there must not have been that many cows, because otherwise, if cow farts had been going on for 40 million years, we would be toast.
We would be in big trouble. Yeah, I mean.
So it's kind of weird. Like they kind of. The reason I kind of am thinking of being lied to is because they kind of lie to us in school, maybe. And then they everything's kind of getting you ready for the big lie.
The big lie, yeah.
And what's the big lie? The big lie is you're a slave, stay in your home, and we're going to tell you why, but it's going to be a lie.
And they want us to not even know where we are. You know what I mean? In this world.
Yeah.
Because I think if you don't even know where you are in this world, how do you know where you're going? You know what I mean?
That's a good point. And if they can pull the wool over your eyes in something as fundamental as the planet that you're on, if it is a planet, like all of the very rudiments of your reality, then they can pretty much lie to you about anything.
Right.
Because they've lied to you about the fundamentals of your life. Now they can just pretty much sprinkle in whatever kind of.
Yeah, they can talk about things from 200 million years ago and how we're using up all that oil that those creatures made like 200 million years ago. They made all this stuff, but now we're coming to the very end of it. Like we're drops away from running out of it. We
have the last little bit of T-Rex oil.
It lasted all this time. It lasted all these millions of years, but now we're getting down to the final like few gallons.
We are more consumptive than any other humans.
True.
Humans have been around since 40 million years, but the last 50-year humans,
we've been really bad.
We consume a lot.
We've been driving too much
with AC.
Yeah, AC.
You're not supposed to have that.
And our gas guzzling cars.
Yeah, driving your car.
We need to just get more of those electric cars and just plug them in, because when you just plug them into the wall, you don't use any of that electricity.
But wait a minute,
it doesn't use any of that stuff.
That's right. That's how it's powered.
Yeah.
Like they talked to this really smart lady when they asked her. They said, "Where's your power coming from for your Tesla?" And she said, "That building right there."
Oh yeah.
Duh.
Yeah. But my power comes from the wall. I just plug.
It's in the wall.
I plug it in and it works.
It comes through the walls. Duh. But here's my question too. Like, okay, so there was cavemen, right?
Right.
We're told that.
We were told.
So Thag would just go grab his wife by the hair and take her back to his cave.
Those guys with the really big eyebrows.
Big eyebrows, like the missing link or whatever. And so now, was he a vegetarian or a vegan? Or did he eat meat?
I don't think so. I think he was like a total carnivore.
So he was bad.
He was really bad. Maybe
Thag was bad.
He's what started it all.
Thag got us off on the wrong foot.
Yeah. We should have been eating like soybeans or something.
We should have been all soy people.
Mm-hmm.
But instead, now we've eaten meat and we got this precedent. I noticed that we even have like teeth that are good for eating meat.
Maybe he started eating the dinosaurs. Maybe that's what happened to the dinosaurs. They ate them all.
We ate them.
We're
such bad humans.
Maybe they were having farts like the cows are now, and so they had to get rid of them.
So they had a global warming crisis, and they had their own.
They had their own climate change situation.
Thank God they had climate change activists 40 million years ago that went and killed off the bad dinosaurs and they ate them, because otherwise their flatulence was going to destroy the world for all of us.
Oh God! Now we just have to get it all together again and do the same thing to the cows.
What's that group called? That climate change something rebellion?
It's I don't know.
Oh my gosh, what is it? Anyways, it's like they go throw cans of tomato soup on the Mona Lisa.
Yeah, it's their point.
Yeah, it's like, well, we only have they're always
because that has to do with climate change. Throwing the soup on it. Yeah.
Well, that too. Yeah. But then here's the other thing that's kind of interesting is they always are kind of suggesting that the end of the world is around the corner.
Right, yeah, any minute now.
But 40 million years we've been here, but we are such bad humans.
I know. Well, remember Al Gore talking about all of this in the 80s, right?
Yeah, the inconvenient truth.
Yeah, about we were just coming to the end of our rope. It's all going to
2013, it's all going to end. Now I'm going to go back to my plane and drink some blood, but have a nice day. It's like, well, wait, Al, it's 2025. I thought we were supposed to be toast.
Oh, well, I was just off by a few years.
It's happening any day now. Any day now. And they always have this idea that the tipping point has been breached.
It's just, they're always moving the goalpost. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
When the story doesn't line up.
Yeah.
Oh, wasn't that the name of his movie?
It's an inconvenient truth that has convenient lies. It's convenient lies, actually. It was kind of aptly named because it was just the opposite of the truth.
Interesting, actually. And I bet you that was by design, too.
Well, that's what I'm thinking, kind of in keeping with this episode. Is everything kind of by design? I don't feel like a lot of stuff is organic.
I don't either.
I just kind of look and I go, all of a sudden, there's all of these weird, orbs in the sky.
Well, and it's with the whole Cooties thing, how they had their event 201, which was a table read where they all got together and
there's nothing weird about that.
Played out the whole pandemic.
And everything played out almost exactly to a T.
And they called it like, didn't they call it like something really similar to what they called the cooties in real life? It was like cooties 20 or something.
It was like,
instead of cooties 19.
Clearly they were like, let's talk about how we're going to roll this out. Here's like the plan. It was like the huddle, like the football players all go into the huddle and it says, all right, you go deep and you do a button hook. That was kind of what they did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then they went and did it.
It was like a total Hollywood table read. You know, when they get ready to do a movie, like the first thing they do is they get the cast together and they all sit around a table and they all read their parts and stuff so they can kind of see how it's going to sound before they start filming or anything. I mean, this was like exactly what this was.
And that makes me think, okay, why cooties? What the hell was going on with cooties? Well, it got to kind of kill a bunch of people, which was good. That's always
that was
good.
all part of it.
But that was kind of like almost like a bonus. That was like gravy. The real meat and potatoes. I'm a bad person. I like potatoes. The real meat and potatoes of the cooties perhaps was the psychological experiment to see who's going to go along with it and go get a shot, a stabby. Go get a stabby.
In the parking lot of like a fairgrounds or something. Don't even question it.
It's like, is that a porta potty? No, that's where you go get injected into your arm.
We have some chemicals. We're injecting you with this to save your life.
And people are just like, well, okay, like here's the narrative. Okay.
They're watching people like drop in front of them, ambulances hauling them off, and they're like, okay, whatever, I'm going to be next. Me next.
That person died of global warming.
Oh, right.
Global warming is really deadly. It's been causing lots of strokes lately.
Yeah.
And like sometimes people will just like pass out, like doing have you ever seen that one girl?
Just pass out while they're getting a Coke.
She was doing the weather and she was just like,
yeah.
Not that it's funny. I'm not trying to laugh at her, but it was kind of funny. But it was like, people just went, wow, global warming is really bad.
Well, she was doing the weather.
She was doing the weather, exactly. Okay. She was delineating the global warming.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
But so I'm thinking, wait a second, maybe, just maybe, she was taking a stabby that was killing her, and maybe COVID was an experiment for them to kind of keep tabs on who's going to go along. Because when we do like the real thing, which I think might be coming up, the real thing. So like the huddle was like, okay,
let's see how many will go along with this.
Yeah. So I think COVID might have been the huddle.
Oh gosh.
And now we're at the line of scrimmage about to hike the ball.
So do you think the UFOs are like the real thing?
I think that's the hike. That's the play that we're going to run. Now, but we're like on the defense.
Yeah.
We're like the safety, like trying to figure out, okay, are they going to run or I think they're going to pass? You know, like we're having to kind of be like we're reading the offense.
We totally know what's up.
Like that's kind of how I feel. Like, okay, like, and if they score, it's not good for us.
No,
if they get a touchdown, it kind of means one world government. Yeah. That's a touchdown for them.
Well, I think they were probably pleasantly surprised with the outcome of their little experiment last time because a lot of people went along with it.
They're probably like, wow, way more people than we thought.
They're like, wow, this really works.
Whoa.
And there's some people that are still going along with it. They're still wearing like their N95 masks, like in their car by themselves and stuff. It's kind of weird.
I know.
Yeah.
5 years on, it's like, really?
Yeah. So I think a lot of people probably will go along with the next one. And do you think
certain people tell them they're going to believe it? That's how I think it works. When they hear it from Joy Reid, it's real.
Yeah. Yeah. So what do you think is the plan then? Do you think all these people who see the holograms and think that there's actually aliens, are they all going to be hypnotized and go jump off a bridge or something? I mean, or they're going to get a new poke to fight off the alien cooties?
I think they've kind of come to the conclusion that the way that they want to kind of exterminate us is corral us into pens. And I think those pens are like the 15-minute cities. So I think that's what's kind of going on. And when ET attacks, we're going to be told, everybody in the rural areas, go into an urban center. and that's where we're going to be corralled like sheep.
And then what happens?
Well, then the sheep kind of get slaughtered.
Yikes.
I think they get fleeced and then they get slaughtered. I think that's probably what happens.
Wow. Okay, so don't go into the pit.
Keep in mind, I'm a bad person. I'm thinking this way. I could be completely wrong. It could be that we are under alien attack.
It could be.
Here's another thing, and I know we're getting short on time, but last thing that could be. Do I have time to make this point?
Oh, of course.
Have you ever heard of CERN?
Yeah.
CERN?
Yeah.
CERN doesn't sound like very useful to me.
No.
I don't know. It's like, okay, well, we got this big, huge, like, super collider thing, and we just, like, cram, like, atoms against each other. And I'm like...
Well, do you think it sounds weird because we use discernment?
Ooh, I didn't think about that. Mm-hmm. What was kind of weird was they had, like, a satanic ritual when they opened up the office there.
Yeah.
That was kind of weird.
Well, a lot of the stuff they do is kind of weird. And a lot of coincidences, which I think we're going to have a whole episode and go down an entire coincidental rabbit hole.
I think so. Because what you really have to guzzle gallons of Kool-Aid in order to swallow some of the stuff.
Yeah.
But at CERN, they said that their mission was to open up portals so that demons could come into our realm.
Well, that's
like their mission
statement. Like a good idea.
I guess, we're a little demon light. We need more demons.
And were they coming like from under the ocean or something like that?
I mean, who knows? The demons, I mean, I don't know. But
wherever they can find them.
Could it be that some of this phenomena is like interdimensional? So that could be what's going on too. So maybe it isn't just the cult, like just manipulating us and doing depopulation. Maybe there's something spiritual going on where like evil from the evil dimension is coming into our dimension.
But they're inviting it in.
Like they're trying to make it. Maybe they did already. Yeah. Maybe they actually opened up like a portal.
Oh my gosh.
And they've already opened it up.
Maybe that's why all of this weird debauchery is happening.
Yeah.
We talked about that, I think, during the last episode.
Yeah.
How, during the end of civilizations, how people kind of start becoming
like having sex with kids and stuff and like killing people.
And just getting really weird, and maybe that's all part of the evil plan.
Like, why is everybody so gay? That's weird.
Yeah.
Like, I know that homosexuality is something that people choose as a lifestyle, but now it's like 1 in 4.
Yeah.
It's like, wait a minute. It seems like gay has become really prevalent. Could that have
like trendy?
I mean, is that just media manipulation, or did CERN kind of succeed in their mission and now there's like demons?
Well, that's part of the depopulation agenda too, because, if more people are gay, they're not going to be procreating as much. You know what I mean?
We were going to kind of touch on that in another episode where we were kind of talking about like the engineering going on, and
I think that
gay kind of is part of that.
I think that might be a whole another rabbit hole to go down. Why don't we do that? Social engineering. Yeah.
Yeah. It's weird how this, like, you're talking about submersibles and then it kind of like morphs into, now we're talking about gays, but hey, it's kind of weird how it works.
Well, I think it was really interesting. Again, we just kind of touched on the topic, but I think we're going to have to keep our eyes open for
I never touched on any gays.
We're going to have to keep our eyes open for UFOs.
What?
And we need to have discernment because
Are you going to be a prepper now? Are you going to have like a bunch of canned food and water and like a basement?
I already have all that stuff. But now I'm getting ready for the aliens. I did that once a long time ago, and it was because of like Osama bin Laden.
Oh yeah.
I had my bin Laden like stash, just in case. And then
bin Laden redoubt.
Yeah, and then I did it again during the cooties fiasco because But I think it's a good idea in general just to have some stuff on
No,
hand.
it is.
Because you never know when they say everybody has to stay locked down, and then they shut down all the grocery stores.
That's what I was going to say. I think when ET attacks, you're going to be going, wait a second, I can't buy a steak.
Yeah.
I think that might happen.
Yeah. So it's a good thing, it's a good idea to have a can of beans on hand.
It might be all right to have like my grandma did. She lived through the Depression. She had a whole refrigerator full of meat.
Yeah.
Like a freezer.
I have some of that too. The only problem with that is if they shut down our electricity, it's all going to go bad. So you got to eat a whole bunch all at once. But
at least you got that.
At least you got that. You
can just have people over.
Yeah, have a big barbecue.
Exactly.
An alien barbecue.
Will we be able to eat ET? I wonder.
Ooh.
Because we ate our way out of the dinosaurs.
I know.
Wow.
And the ostrich eggs.
Food for thought, no pun intended.
We might have to eat ET. I mean, if we get really hungry.
Well, that was good. That was fun.
It was.
That was a fun rabbit hole. Let's see what happens
during the next rabbit hole.
Okay. All right. Good talking to you.